Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about base again. We got to give you guys 10 altcoins in this base ecosystem that is looking hot. If you guys don't know, everything in base right now is looking beautiful. If you guys have been playing on base, you would have been experiencing what we called, or what we are waiting for, an altcoin season. But it's just base season, honestly. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 20k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your most important question: how does that Patreon group work? As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers, right? And right now there's a deal going on Patreon. You guys can go ahead and check it out. You guys can even check out the posts I make on Patreon to get an understanding of how things is looking on Patreon as of right now. Well, the Discord, what the calls we're making, how they're looking. This right now, you guys are seeing we're owning base in this. We're going to be talking about base in this video here. Zora, everything on here, Zora ecosystem, things like that. We're making posts. I'm going to try to update this all the time with all the posts, all the calls I've been making. So make sure you check out that Patreon group, and don't forget to check out my ebook on essentials to mastering tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, vesting, narrative, supply and demand. All of that is important to picking out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. So links for that would be in the link in the description and in the comment section down below. And let's get right into the video, guys. So the base ecosystem has been looking beautiful. You guys are looking at the TVL of $4.76 billion. I think this is going to be at least a $10 billion TVL by the time this season is over. This not altcoin season, well, this bull market is over. Maybe in a few months or so, by the end of the year, this should be at a 10 billion TVL, I believe so. Now there's always a new hot altcoin that is popping off on the base ecosystem as of right now, because there's a lot of things that's just being built, a lot of new projects now being found on base, things like that. Base is just helping out a lot of these projects hit new highs. And you guys scroll down, let's look at the past 7 days here. We're going to be talking about Edge here. Definitive, it's up 100%. We're going to be talking about that. You got Aero, you got Zora, you got PANDA, you got Kita. There's so many that's just looking beautiful on base as of right now. Even Home is up. We've talked about Home a while ago. Everything is just looking pretty good on base, right? And 100x Darren puts out this tweet here letting us know what Nason is showing in terms of what smart money is holding on a base chain. That includes Virtual, Kita, Banker, Clanker, Aero, Zora, Ray, Notice, Santa, Byte, and I, which is index and higher. We're going to be talking about a few of these altcoins in this video here, but I'm starting to see a big shift in like the crypto markets. People that were, Solana bulls are now starting to shift over to becoming a base bull, right? These guys are wanting to trade on base because there's a lot of things going on base as of right now. If you really want to experience altcoin season, as I've been saying for like weeks and weeks, maybe even months as of right now, you're going to experience it on base season. Not base season, sorry, it is called base season, but you're going to experience it on base. So let's get into the first pick that's leading the base run as of right now. You guys probably seen my previous video on Aerodrome. This has changed crypto base chain forever, right? It is sitting at $1.31, down 2.5% on the day, at a $1.1 billion market cap, fully diluted valuation of $2.2 billion. It's closing in on his all-time high, and it's going to get that pretty soon here. All-time high was $2.32. It is down 43% from that. And why this is getting very bullish, you guys should already know. Basically, the DEX trading has only been rolled out to 1% of the Coinbase app. That's the users. Not too many people are actually using it. And guess what? More than $2 billion in volume was on base yesterday, right? So when that goes up to like 5%, 10%, all the way up to 100%, you could think about what's going to happen. Just like Hash Spike says here, I don't have any reason to believe this wouldn't roughly be the DEX volume share, right? Aerodrome will continue to have on base post DEX integration rollout to 100% of the users. I think this is going to be one of those bangers that you guys are going to start to see when it comes down to a DEX. A lot of people are already talking about it flipping Uniswap, which is a huge possibility in the next few months. I'm starting to see it even more now, and right now it's crazy. Aerodrome has been cemented as a blue chip, especially as a DEX. So next we got Bankercoin here. Now, Banker, I've been telling you guys a little bit about. I'll even leave the referral link down below for you guys to actually use BANKRBOT. It's a pretty good it's a pretty good project. Now, I believe this one is going to be changing the way people are going to be using the BASEAPP in terms of, you know, communicating with each other, settling debts. All of those things will be able to be done with Banker. And not only that, Banker is actually, it looks more like a community. It looks like a cult community, right? You guys know what what's his name again? I forget his name. Murad has been talking about cult communities for memes. I believe this is right here exactly what he's talking about. Not for memes, but for a Bankercoin, right? Bankercoin here, because it has a cult community, and not only that, it has utility. And with that being said, it's around a $73 million market cap right now. Its all-time high was just 14 days ago, so it's only down 34% from its all-time high. And when you got Brian Armstrong bull posting about it on Farcaster, this thing has insane upside, right? So what does he say? I am a fan of AI agents integrating with crypto wallets. Crypto will be the payment method of AI, I think, and I believe that too, right? Check out the X402 protocol we helped launch. I've tried Banker a few times, seems powerful as an idea, but it's still early. We should all keep working on these to get them ready for the mass market audience. Now, the thing is, if you guys know, Deployer, who is the one that founded Banker, is actually working on something that is utilizing X402, which Brian just mentioned. So you guys can start to put things together and start to figure out that Banker has a lot of upside to go. Next, we got Definitive Edge here. Now, Edge has went crazy in the past, what is it, few weeks? Because we got it in around that $28 million market cap. So around October here, I said October, sorry, August. The early stages of August is when it started, right? So now we're looking at a $100 million market cap. Again, for some of you guys probably didn't understand the vesting, things like that. So you probably would have seen the market cap and you would have seen the FDV and stayed away from it. But if you guys would have picked up that ebook, you would have seen this has some true potential. And with it at its all-time high, I believe this has a little bit more room to grow, especially as more people start to talk about it and utilize it. If you guys don't know, Edge is basically a DEX. It's a trading platform that allows you to trade across many different chains, right? So they have assets across all the chains right on the DEX, and you guys can even trade Zora content creator coins on that DEX, right? It's not going to overtake Aerodrome or anything. It's just probably going to be there to supplement it as well. And you guys can see when I made this video, this is July 29th here. It was at 16 cents as of right now. When I made this video, it was at 16 cents. You guys could even picked it up at that time when I made the video, and you guys would have been in insane profits right now. Not insane, of course, but good profits. Next, we got Giza. Now, Giza might be the one that I'm the most bullish on for the future going in right now because of what's happening, what we're seeing with agents, what they're actually building out, their whole agentic economy. All of that plays a part to why I'm very bullish on Giza. It's at 30 cents. At a $37 million market cap, FDV of $300 million. This is not something you should be staying away from right now, with it nearing its all-time high of 48 cents. So it's down 37%, basically 38%, but some of you guys might have missed it. Now, if you guys watched the latest video I've made on Giza, you guys would have got all the hints I put out there, right? It's not a coincidence that Ethereum has reposted Giza on their Twitter page, essentially once Giza passed $1 billion in agentic value. Now you guys may be looking to see if it's still on their Twitter page. Yes, this is their Twitter page as of right now. You guys see, and they're reposting everything else, right? But you scroll down, you just scroll down just a little bit, you will see it. Where is it at? Right here. They had reposted it right here, right? So this is huge, and I'm telling you, there's a reason they reposted it, right? Check out my previous video on Giza to get my theory around it. Next, we got TIG. Now, I haven't talked about TIG in a while, but I told you guys, TIG is one of those altcoins that go up and down pretty quick because of the supply and demand and things like that, right? Right now, it's sitting at $1.41 at a $33 million market cap, fully diluted valuation of $64 million. Honestly, for the risk to reward ratio on this one, it might even be better than Giza in terms of, you know, market cap, FDV, all of that, right? Its all-time high was also $4.30, right? That was 9 months ago. It is down 67% from its all-time high. Now, the next catalyst for Giza is going to be their halving, right? Which is going to be, by the time I post this, it's already going to be done, because it's this one, their halving is supposed to happen on the 15th of August. I'm recording this actually a day before that, right? So by the time this come out, this might come out the following week, where the halving already happened, right? So this is going to be huge. A few months ago, TIG Foundation overhauled their tokenomics, such as the emissions were temporarily cut by 75%. Now they're being cut another 50%. The obvious impact is the sell pressure is drastically reduced, meaning that the less buy side demand is needed for us to retest all-time high. Strap in. This is good. This is a good tweet by Sparta here. Now, there's a new tweet. There's a new picture floating around. I was just in their Twitter space for TIG, where the founder, John, actually said this picture is real. This is back in the day before Vitalik was popular. So they met up. That's just it's just a nice little Easter egg for TIG, pretty much. The lore for TIG runs deep. Next, we got Flock here. Flock also is one of those that has been underperforming in the past few weeks, few months. That could be due to a lot of different things, right? People might not even noticed Flock yet, or they just don't understand it. And also, a lot of people that are playing on base right now, they're focused on the mini apps. They're focused on like Zora plays and things like that. So Flock is still there. It's undervalued at a $21 million market cap, fully diluted valuation of $191 million, and its all-time high was 62 cents. So we have some decent growth for this one. So Flock is actually one of the official AI infrastructure layers for Base, right? And they're also bringing on Alibaba's Quinn model, Quinn LLM, on chain, really bringing it on chain, and that's pretty huge in itself, but it's still not being talked about as much. So this is still floating under the radar, and I believe this, when people start to notice, it's going to take off, just like TIG. Now, you know, we got to talk about Zora. Everyone has been talking about Zora, everyone and their moms, right? Look at it. It's at 11 cents right now, down 8% on the day. At a $360 million market cap, I do believe this has a lot of room to run. I think this could actually have that virtuals like experience that we've seen. I can see this around that $4 billion market cap. So its all-time high was just 3 days ago. So it's nothing too crazy at 14 cents. Now the revenue model is starting to go crazy, right? So DGen the Gem puts out this tweet: the revenue and user growth for Zora is going parabolic. The flywheel is only starting to kick in, and things is about to get exciting. Meanwhile, creator revenue as well as Zora protocol revenue is growing at a rapid pace. So the revenue is there, people are creating there, people are trading there. This is huge. I'm telling you guys, Zora is not meant to be slept on. And recently you're able to trade creator coins on Coinbase. Obviously there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be expanded onto Coinbase, and people are talking about Base Shake as of right now, because that's the one. If you guys watch that live stream, that's the little awkward kind of handshake they did. You know, Brian was going in for the fist bump while Jesse was going into the hand to shake his hand. Yeah, it was a little awkward, but it was funny. And with Zora, I have to talk about Dockers. I do believe that Docker will have a crazy successful run as Zora continues to run up. As more content creator coins come onto Zora, I believe Dockers is going to be able to essentially benefit from all that, because it's becoming the ETF, it's becoming the fund for Zora, right? So once Zora team acknowledges Dockers, we might have a real potential at a huge runner here, right? This reminds me everything of early stages of virtuals. Once virtuals started to, you know, acknowledge some of the agents that they had on there, those was running, they were cemented as legitimate projects, right? So I think the same thing is going to happen to Dockers here. And the thing is, more people are starting to take notice on Dockers, right? The guys at the Block Runner, I mess with these guys, right? These guys are finally talking about Docker here and this whole Zora ecosystem. So that's huge. That is huge. Now, of course, I'd be remiss not to talk about virtual protocol in this video here, right? This started pretty much all of it for me, right? It is sitting at $1.22 right now, at a $806 million market cap. Now, I made a few videos. You know, I told you guys, I don't think virtuals is dead. They're going to have a lot more successful launches, and things is going to get pretty interesting for virtuals. Now, will it go past its all-time high of about $5, which was a $5 billion market cap? Who knows? We will have to see, right? But I do think that this is going to have a decent little run up. It could be a 2-3x from here, all right? But the ecosystem will still flourish. They still launching some great AI agents. That leads us to Mammo, which has been promoted by Coinbase and Base. Even Brian Armstrong has been talking about it, how he has tested it. So when that Base app really goes live for everyone, people are going to be able to use Mammo, test it out, things like that. It's only at a $56 million market cap at 15 cents. Its all-time high was about 8 days ago, where it hit 22 cents, right? So if you guys like the video, this is the whole video for you guys. I know it was a little bit long, but I talked about 10 altcoins on here. There was a lot. right? So if you guys like the video, let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget, we're on the road to 20K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll try you guys later. Peace, YouTube.